What's going on, everyone? Maddock here. In today's Reaction Ranch, we're going to go over on how to punch with relaxation.
Tighten your body. This looks strong, right? Lift me up. Lift slowly. You are easily lifted. But if you relax and tsuki, that's good. The result is you're heavy.
Viewer discretion is advised. There's going to be lots of swearing involved because, let's be honest, there's a lot of stupid people out in the world. And I may be a good person, but I never claim to be a nice one. So I'll have the link in the bottom for that whole video. But in a nutshell, basically, anybody that's done any kind of grappling art can kind of understand this principle. Or anyone that has ever tried to make someone try to pick them up and then you try to make yourself heavy and stuff like that. That's in a way technically what they're doing. It's in the video, he kind of explains that. Now he does use certain words that are very specific to what he is doing. We won't use those particular words, but by and large, what this one commenter suggests is this almost like when you're trying to use dead weight or become like dead weight? Yes, that is correct. So one thing you can do is you can kind of play with it yourself, is basically make everything real nice and tight as you go to throw a punch. And you can have basic hands up. You don't have to do this, but have your basic hands up. When you go to the punch, try to use as much as your chest and your shoulders and stuff as possible. Really let things come up and then go out, and then go out. And you'll kind of feel things, your shoulders start getting a little bit high, everything getting really tight up here. And if you have a partner, after you throw a punch, boom, don't change anything, just stay like this. Have them come up behind you, especially if they're able to pick you up normally. In this position, have them just lightly pick your feet off the floor. Your feet just have to come off the floor. And have them evaluate themselves on how much effort they have to put in to pick you up off the floor. Then after you do that punch, stand there, relax everything you can, try to make yourself as much dead weight heavy as possible without falling over, and then have them try to pick you up, try to stay nice and dead weight, blah, 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 blah. They will find that it is harder to pick your feet up off the floor. They might still be able to do it, but it takes them more effort. Now the trick is to do that exact same thing, have that nice dead weight feeling, put your arms up, and then try to punch with the same amount of power. And then when you go to punch, have everything nice pulling down, and then just extend your arms out, and then change, and then change. And then after about 2 or 3, have them try to come up behind you and see if they can pick you up. See how much effort it now takes them from the first one where you're all chest and shoulders and top heavy to just complete dead weight to now you're trying to be dead weight but now throwing your punch out almost the same as you did the first time. And have your partner and try to feel on which one took them more effort or less effort. Then once you've kind of figured that out, if you have, then the really, really hard part is learning on how to have that same feeling as you are moving around. You throw your punch, boom, and then you have them come up, try to lift you, whatever. And then gradually you try to start having that feeling of throwing a jab, of throwing your rear hand, of throwing a 1-2 punch, have them come up, see if they can lift you. It's a gradual process. Don't do it every time, obviously, but as just kind of a check, right? And one of the things this winds up doing is it actually winds up putting a little bit more oomph into your hands without putting nearly as much effort as, say, you put a whole bunch of muscle and effort into your punches versus just here you just twist, feeling nice and heavy, and then you just punch, and then there's power there. Only caveat is this does take a good long while to actually make. One, to learn how to feel it, one, to learn how to use it, and then to actually be able to make it live. But once you do, it's awesome. And you kind of wind up hitting people with power you're not really used to, and then you have to work on not hitting people as hard so that you can still have training partners later on. But when you do decide to turn it on, ooh boy, does it make a nice sound and make a nice reaction to your opponent. However, naturally, since this does look like a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo wushu booshu, there's people that have opinions. Because of course they do, because they want to be like their asshole. Always there and smelling bad. So first comment we got is, this info is sad for martial arts. If you know physics, you know this guy would fly with that suplex no matter the stand. So this is clearly a person who doesn't understand what training drills are. So he can take his suplex and shove it up his ass. Second one is, a wrestler, a boxer, and a BJJ martial artist would easily destroy them combined. Now relax. Again, another person who doesn't understand this is a training drill. There are multiple levels to doing the same thing. I guarantee you I can give you a lot of drills on how to do a jab. One that look pretty stupid, but are very effective. I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of drills that wrestlers and boxers and BJJ people do that look pretty stupid, but are actually very important for developing fundamentals or higher level skills. If you can't think of any, you're not training enough. And this person thought they were being cute by posting a judo gif of someone being thrown. Well, guess what, dipshit? You can't punch each other in a judo match. So you're dumb. For here, we have someone, what is tsuki or zuki, depending on how it's used. It simply means either thrust or punch in this context. So there's a vocabulary lesson for you. So that's mostly it. I'm Matic, and I'll catch y'all later.